So this is my example of to create a story on Purple Mash, and this is a story of our lockdown. So you can go up here and you can add your own voice. There. Now I've already done mine, so I'm not going to do it. But if I go through the story now, you can see the kind of thing. Now your story doesn't have to be the same as mine at all, but it's just to give you an idea. Okay, so hopefully this will all play nicely.
Once upon a time, there was a big and clever Year 1 child. That was me. I loved holding the hands of my teachers, Miss Garner and Mr. O'Reilly. Sadly, one day the coronavirus came. School had to be closed and everyone had to say goodbye to their teacher. All the children had to say goodbye to each other, and they didn't know when they were going to see each other again. Some people were really upset and scared, and some people just thought it was funny, but everyone thought it was weird. At first, I liked not getting up and getting dressed for school in the morning. I could watch more telly than ever before. I was even allowed more screen time on my tablet. Sometimes I had to do home learning. It felt very strange doing lots of writing at home. Sometimes it felt harder doing writing at home than it is doing writing at school. But sometimes I really liked doing home learning. The best bit was when it was hot in lockdown. I got to play a lot outside. Sometimes we splashed each other and laughed very loudly. It was brilliant. Sometimes my mummy and daddy looked worried. They didn't know what was going to happen. They were worried about my granddad. Oh, I really missed his cuddles. My dad didn't have to go to work anymore, but my mum was worried about going to work and catching coronavirus. They talked a lot about going back to school and not going back to school.
I had forgotten a lot about school, and I was worried that I wouldn't remember everything.
Sadly, I had not forgotten about how much I love playing with my friends. We used to go round to each other's houses, and I sometimes used to meet them in Hillworth Park. We used to play tag games. I miss my friends. So what did you notice in lockdown? Did you have lots of fun? Which friends did you miss? Were you worried about going back to school and not remembering everything? Can you tell your story so far of lockdown? Your story might be very different from this one. Can you use Purple Mash to draw pictures
To explain your story of lockdown.